been something of value to the group and to us as a personal friend and one of the best speakers that I know. He has the talk that he's giving this evening, he's given it before. But he said he's not concerned about that because hopefully there'll be some new members here. Ron, you're going to pay attention to this that haven't heard it. And he thinks the older members have already forgotten. This talk is based on his #1 project in the advanced manual, The Entertaining Speaker, and that is, the purpose of the talk is for the speaker to entertain the audience through the use of drama and or humor. Attention is to be paid to the structure of the talk, and it should, in his opinion, have some apparent organization. The title is O-H Positive, Ralph Parker.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster members and our guests. I'm going to talk to you about a disease that's running rampant in our society. And I'm not talking about some social disease. And for the benefit of the ladies, let me hasten to say that this disease predominantly affects men later in life. Although some men have been known to be afflicted by middle age. It's sort of a good news, bad news situation in that the good news is it's not fatal. But the bad news is there's no known cure. Oh, doctors have known about it ever since we've had written records. They even have a name for it. The medical term is OH positive. You and I know it by its more common name as O to the heel. Now, I know men who are closet OH positive. They're easy to detect. They give themselves away in conversation. They say things such as, during the war, and they quickly remind you they're talking about the big one, WW2. Or with a slight grin and a certain amount of pride, they'll say, I learned to drive on a 34 Ford. Ask them their favorite movie, they'll tell you Gone with the Wind. Ask them their favorite actor, Randolph Scott. Something you need to listen to carefully, too, is individual words that creep into their vocabulary. Words like regularity. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Prostate. Another thing you want to do, notice their personal grooming. If they begin to lose most of the hair on top of their head, they'll let it grow long on one side and comb it all the way over. Spray it. Works pretty good unless the wind gets up. Or they'll let it grow real long behind and then comb it all the way forward. Looks like Donald Trump. Looks like they've spent their whole life with the wind at their back. Another thing you want to notice is the way they walk, and I need to demonstrate that. A normal man, as he walks, his knees pass side by side. You know, but if he's coming down with OH positive, every time he makes a step, his knee will kick out like that. And if he's really got a bad case of OH, every time he steps and his knee kicks out, his elbow will. I don't know the connection there, but there's something in the makeup of the body as you age that it does that. It looks like, if you watch him sideways, he looks like Walter Brennan. Come to think of it, if you know Walter Brennan, you may be in trouble yourself.
Well, maybe it does.
But I know some of you might find it hard to believe, but I'm OH positive myself. I figure it's better just to come right out and admit it. An example would be, once in my club there was a lady belonged to the club that belonged to the ABWA, that's the American Businesswomen's Association. And they met over at a hotel, they had a room there, and they met once a month in this room. And they had a speaker. One time at the last minute they lost their speaker. And this lady asked me if I would fill in for them. Well, I got one of my fantastic speeches and I said, I'll do that. And we went over at the hotel and walked in, and there must have been 20 women in this room. There wasn't a man in the house except me. I knew what I had to do. The minute I was introduced, I walked to that lectern and I said, ladies, I'm OH positive. And I could just sense a calm come over that audience. Because I could understand they might have thought they had a fox in the hen house. Now, I don't see anyone in here that's approaching OH positive, but if you happen to know some fellow that you're beginning to think he might be coming down, you can test him. Ask him some questions. If you ask him if he no longer laughs at preparation age, and does he enjoy listening about other people's operations? And does he read the obituaries daily? Does he think happy hour is a nap? And ask him if he's become wise enough to realize that wisdom doesn't necessarily come with age. If he answers yes to at least one or two of these questions, he could be coming down with OH positive. Madam Toastmaster.